Once upon a time, on an island university, there were 4 graduate students who were teleported to the virtual world of Second Life. Listen to their stories of the journey to becoming qualitative researchers.
Hello, I am Feline Kitty. I have to start by saying that I am technology challenged. So needless to say, my first experience in learning to navigate Second Life was very frustrating. First, I had to learn how to dress my avatar. Then, after learning the basics of walking, running, sitting, and flying, I finally felt comfortable enough to make my debut to the Second Life culture. I was ready to teleport. After exploring several different islands, I decided to study the subculture on Help Island. Help Island is a place for avatars to learn more about Second Life. Here, avatars learn how to script and how to build things. It is also a place for sharing of ideas, such as artwork. Finally, Help Island is a place to pick up freebies. I wanted to know about the cultural experience of being on Help Island in Second Life. Fitting into the culture you're going to research is the first step in field research. At first, no one would talk to me. I realized I had to change my appearance. After changing into an outfit more suited to the culture on Help Island, avatars started talking to me. The second step is to observe the avatars on the island. Familiarize yourself with the environment and what it has to offer. Then, before soliciting participants for your interview, you need to establish rapport. Start with a greeting and small chat. After chatting for several minutes, ask if you can interview them for your research project. Chances are they will agree. The third step is participation. If avatars invite you to participate in events or activities, accept their invitations. For example, after having dialogued with Yurik for several minutes, he invited me to dance. I told him I did not know how, so he teleported me to Midsummer Isle, where he taught me to dance. As we ballroom danced, he allowed me to interview him. Yurik is 35 years old and from the country of Jordan. He has been visiting Second Life for over a year. He is a workaholic and uses Second Life as a way to virtually travel and meet and talk to people from all over the world. Activities he has no time for in real life. One last bit of valuable nugget. Have your qualitative questions written before the interviews. Although your questions may change, this will help guide you in asking correct formulated questions. This project has taught me to better understand conducting qualitative research.
Hello, my name is Ushaso1. Welcome to my maiden experience of Second Life. The purpose of this qualitative research was to explore the subcultures in Second Life. As a newbie to this simulation, I took time learning to navigate my keyboard so I could move, fly, stand, and sit. The whole experience was frustrating in the beginning, but I soon learned the art of living in Second Life. I began my Second Life journey on St. Island. After many unsuccessful attempts at striking conversations on St. Island, I decided to move to Help Island. On Help Island, I met several newbies like me who were friendly and ready to help out. I spoke to several avatars that provided me with direction on working through Second Life and visiting other interesting areas. I met Jane Ravenswood on Help Island, who has become a friend now on Second Life. She is an artist and creates gothic dolls in real life that she displays in her friend's boutique. She has an online store. She took me on a tour to Paris. Here we are inside Notre Dame, admiring the beautiful architecture and stained glass. We realized we have the same interests. She informed me that everything was built with the help of donations. She also is quite adventurous, having raced motorbikes and gone skating on Second Life. But her favorite pastime in Second Life is to have intelligent conversations, create designs for her dolls, and visit art galleries, free stores, and malls for clothing. This is the beautiful stained glass inside Notre Dame. I learned that Second Life is truly an interesting place to be if you had the right company. One can network with people around the world, enrich one's learning in just about anything without the fear of being recognized. I also visited Moulin Rouge with Jane. Before I could take a snap of her in period costume, her computer crashed. Moulin Rouge is inspired by the original one. There are music concerts and operas held here. I did not have a chance to listen to a concert, but I plan to go back once I get the right costume for the visit. Jane also invited me to her skybox. Skybox is an apartment in the sky, but it has no windows to look out from. It is a private place where one can sit without any interruptions. This is the place where she plans the designs of her dolls and their clothing. Her friend was visiting too. She had several pictures that she had taken of her friends in Second Life. My experience of Second Life was difficult and challenging at the beginning, but once I found friends, it became an exciting and informative journey.
Hello, my name is Bunny Be Good. I got my name on the first day of my journey in Second Life when I started off as a rabbit. The wonderful thing about Second Life is that you can be whatever and whoever you want to be. So just like magic, I put the rabbit back in the hat and created my human avatar to begin my search for fun. My early searches took me to places such as ice cream parlors, a cooking school, and an airport. It was at the airport where I also met Spike's wife, who was a vampire. She wanted me to be a blood doll and give up my soul. No thanks. This definitely convinced me that I had to find a place where I could have fun and not worry about vampires, pervs, or psychos. I already deal with enough of those people in real life. I loved music and dancing and finally landed in a magical place called the Bella Vita Jazz Lounge. I finally found the perfect place for my study of a subculture in Second Life. It is a great place to socialize and listen to live music performers daily. Bella Vita had club rules and a dress code to set the standard. As you can see in the picture, the entry itself set the stage for the new world I was about to experience. As I entered the Bella Vita ballroom, I was immediately greeted by the hostess for the evening, BB Babe. She was extremely friendly, and so it made it easy to develop a rapport with her right away. She was a key player in helping me understand the culture of Bella Vita with the stories of her experiences. She was first introduced to Second Life by her husband. He was always on the road, and Second Life was a way they could stay connected and do fun things together. It's like Second Life dating. BB Babe loves Bella Vita because she says they are like a family. I also had the pleasure of interviewing Tibet, one of the managers at Bella Vita. She told me about the large numbers of people and of different nationalities that keep coming back to Bella Vita because of the fantastic music and PG environment. At the recent Halloween event, over 27,000 guests visited Bella Vita to hear the live performance of Phantom of the Opera. People want to have a peaceful place to have fun. Tibet also said that Bella Vita staff is like family. Once they join the club, they stay. Some people have met and gotten married at the romantic Bella Vita wedding atrium. As you can see, the ambiance of Bella Vita is a fairy tale setting that is elaborate and grand. The wedding atrium also features special events for private performances and VIP events. Oh, did I mention I was made an honorary VIP? Establishing a rapport is key. I was also encouraged to visit the Bella Vita Mall that has everything from clothes, cafes, shoes, lingerie, and you name it. Are you kidding me? Music, dancing, romance, and shopping? I thought I died and went to heaven. What I learned from my Second Life experience and being part of the Bella Vita subculture is that, like in real life, people in Second Life also find ways to stay connected, search for places to belong and have fun, become family, and find purpose in relationships.
Hi, this is Zap Amp, and I want to share a few experiences that I encountered while using Second Life as a means to practice qualitative data collection through observation, interviews, and collection of documents while conducting a mini ethnography on the culture of Isti Island. My research purpose was to gain an understanding of how avatars help newbies become informed about and accustomed to Second Life. When I was first introduced to Second Life, I thought I would have a difficult time adjusting to this new technological adventure. I was right. There are still some things that I am getting accustomed to, but like all new things encountered in life, with practice and perseverance, you will get better. As I became a bit more comfortable, I decided to venture out to interact with other avatars. Initially, I wanted to see if I could interact with those who might hang out in places such as university or leisure recreational areas. When I toured Sims of 2 universities, there were no avatars in which to interact. These areas were designed more so for virtual tours. I did, however, find someone at a mini golf sim and was able to conduct a short interview with Dagger. However, when I visited a couple of times after that, I was not successful in finding other avatars. And although I tried to set up a time to interact with Dagger, his response was, "Whenever I'm on, you can talk to me." I took that to mean there was not going to be a next time. He accepted my friend request, but he and I have not been connected since then. Because I felt as though I was not being as successful as my other classmates who had some exciting interactions with vampires and others at bars and clubs, I was informed that I could always find people at Isti Island. After spending time walking and flying around, observing the location, gaining information from signs, and reading and listening to others chat, I then took a jab at interacting with other avatars. I first met Ray Risotto at Isti Island and established a rapport with him. He was quite willing to help me out, and what I thought would be a short interview turned into about 2.5 hours of chatting with he and Julie Marchant. Julie is Ray's friend too. Ray shared how Second Life functions very much like real life. He described Second Life as a virtual global society which has an economy. Goods, products, and services are bought and sold with lindens, which serve as currency in Second Life. Amazingly, lindens can also be exchanged for U.S. dollars. There are people who make a living in Second Life through selling real estate, DJing, or selling art, clothes, shoes, accessories, and all sorts of other things. However, there are lots of things that are free too. I didn't spend a dime while in Second Life. Julie and Don Giovanni, whom I met later, also informed me that there are avatars who build and create items in Second Life. Julie quickly built an object for me, which is shown here. She turned this object into a beautiful art piece by manipulating it to different sizes, shapes, and colors. After her explanation of how to do this, I tried, but didn't get very far. I still need lots of practice. Julie built her own island and teleported Ray and I to it. This is the church she built. Isn't it beautiful? The glass windows take my breath away with its intricacies. During another interview, Don Giovanni teleported me to Ripples. This area was built by artists who want to share space for avatars to interact with art. It's called kinetic art because the art moves and transformed when touched. Well, so I've learned that the knowledge I have gained in qualitative methods class through readings and discussion have held true when putting it into practice in Second Life. In order to conduct a mini-ethnography and study a culture, the researcher must be ready to spend quite a bit of time being immersed in the culture. Building and establishing participant rapport is important. Getting to know your participants and giving them an opportunity to know you will go a long way in getting rich, useful data. Participant observations and other means of collecting information through signs, note cards, and listening to others talk can also produce lots of data. Let your data talk to you. It will provide a great story that you will want to share. Enjoy your journey.
The travels and experiences of Feline Kitty, Zap Amp, Bunny Be Good, and Ushas01 forever changed their viewpoints on qualitative research. They now have the tools to continue their journey to complete their degree and will live happily ever after.